taking on the Clippers. For the Phoenix Suns, they bank on preparation, focus, and sheer will. Each game a renewed opportunity to prove themselves. Clippers, Suns, up next. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, DeAndre Ayton's a defensive anchor in the middle. He talked about his ambition at the end of the floor, saying, I just want to be able to guard 1 through 5. That's my goal. I'm going to show my opponent why he is not supposed to be on the same floor as me. Brian, plenty of confidence.
And the talent to deliver, Allie, for sure. Thank you. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. George outside. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix the other way now. And Durant with the big finish.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
George passes to Westbrook. Shoots over Paul. Westbrook can't hit. And it's Phoenix's ball. Durant's shot is off. George against Ayton. George outside. From deep. The shot comes out. With 1 on the clock. No good. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Suns on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here's Paul. We've got Norman Powell. Mason Plumlee out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Highland in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Phoenix making some changes. Biyombo, he's checked in for Ayton. Lee comes in for Devin Booker, and Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's Powell. Pass to Mann. Back to Powell. Here's Mann. Just 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. Puts up a 3. Highland misses. 23 seconds left to play in the half. Lee into the lane. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
"17 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside Payne. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Durant. Leonard defending. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Suns on top. They lead by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They led by 2 after the first. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
The road can be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chants from the fans. Defense, all of that's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
At this point, you feel like they have to attack inside, make the offense more dynamic. Looks like they're not even trying to make things happen in the paint. If you ask me, they're leaving food on the table down there.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here are the Suns. The lead is 2. Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams, 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot.
That's a nice little 8-iron chip shot for KD.
Westbrook finds George. Pass to Morris. The 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the middle. Here's Durant. Here's Ayton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Making an impact. I love the aggression. Playing on that front foot and looking to expand their lead.
Booker against George. There's the drive. With 4 on the clock. And the layup is up and in.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside.
And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead, up 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Al and George are out on the wings. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. And it's Man in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Making moves with the game in the balance. That's how you take matters into your own hands.
Here's Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Booker's so relaxed under pressure, and this is who the team wants at the free throw line in these moments.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
Lee, he's checked in for Ross. and he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. They trail by 4. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He wants them to up their intensity. He's, quote, relax in too many areas. If we can muster a consistent effort, we have a chance to capture the lead and never look back. Guys, he sounds very confident playing from behind.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Here's Lee. Powell covers. Pass to Aiden. From about 16, Paul shot is off. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Devin Booker.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
George against Booker. George, right side. To top. It's good! And tie game! Huge basket right there. Phoenix calls timeout.
Let's give a round of applause for your Clippers Spirit. We are the best fans in the NBA. Let's get wild!
Oh, the shot is good! Oh, but it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And they're calling for a review of the last-second shot. If they overturn the basket, they'd get a chance to play the overtime period. Otherwise, this one's over. There's the official ruling. He was too late with the shot.
Biggest call of the game, pushes this baby into OT. It'll be fun to see if either team has anything left to give.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So the Clippers win the tip, and always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. We've got Terrence Ross, Torrey Craig out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Campaign, and it's Biyombo in at the center position.
At the line for LA, Bones Highland. At the line for 2.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. Lee, he's checked in for Craig. And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a lead.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 1. There's 48 seconds left in the first overtime period. Against Plumlee with the 7-footer, and he buries him.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're losing by 1. 41 seconds left to play in overtime.
Coming onto the court, it's your Clippers. Come on and get loud right now, fans. It's time to cheer on your Clippers spirit.
Checked in for Los Angeles. Powell comes in for Highland. Leonard, left side. Oh, he got it! He got it!
You like Kwai, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Gordon against Booker. And so they foul intentionally.
Kevin Durant, second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for LA, Art Covington, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2.
And a good test of mettle here for Covington as he's going to step to the line in a really big pressure moment.
Paul, he's checked in for the Suns. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the OT period. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Here's Booker. Shoots from the line. They get the rebound. Okogie. It falls! And that one brings them within one.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on a possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just want them to run out the clock.
Russell Westbrook taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
Yeah, I'm sure the haters are grinning at home. Here's Westbrook's chance to silence them all.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
They get it again. Pass to Okogie from deep 3-point range. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're up by 3. 1 second left in overtime.
It's T-shirt time, fans. Who wants one? Come on, let's hear it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Chris Paul, second personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for LA, Russell Westbrook at the line for
2. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And B.A., I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kwai, you held the lead most of this game. What's the difference playing from ahead as opposed to attempting a comeback?
I mean, you know, when you're behind, it's tough. You got to use a lot of energy to get back in the lead, and then it's just hard to keep that, energy throughout the whole game. But when you're up, sometimes